from Cremona, and I'm here in Via Aporti. Aporti, one word, small but very important. On my far end down here, that's Via Secardo, and straight up you come to the main square. So we are south of the main square of Cremona. This is the nice bus, you know. It's a tiny road. It's one sense, one-way traffic, and then on the other side we have Via Manini and things like this. It seems like a little bit, not so active life here, but actually if you turn around and you watch all the bells at the doors, there are a lot of violin makers here around. Hi Asiel, good afternoon from Seattle here. And here in front of me, this is the workshop of Patrizio Orippi. I call him Patrick, but actually he's Patrizio Orippi. Right, let's go over there. I have to swap the camera. Whoops. Ciao Patrizio.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. Che bel laboratorio. What a nice, lovely, small workshop. It's just here, this tiny entrance. And then inside, Patrizio is working all by himself. Here, Lutaio, Patrizio, and this is me. You can see me, huh? Isn't that a nice image here? And here, the Shokum. Hi from Puerto Rico, Darwin Serrano. Very nice. Okay, so let's go inside. Are you curious? I hope so, yes. Ciao, Patrizio.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao, Edgar.
How's your English?
Not so good.
Not so good. Come on, you talk very good English. I didn't even ask. I'm just so mean here. But this is a very nice here. This is very low here, so it's actually one small room, and then he has up here like a balcony inside with a small narrow stairway up. Who knows if I'm allowed to go up there, but that we will see that later on. And this is actually the workshop. It's probably 4 to 3.5 meters, one working bench, just exactly the idle, even the computer on the working bench.
Yes.
Patrick.
Problema con la polvere.
Actually, I have to say that I see Patrizio very often when I go to, I hope you see this is a good image, but we're on the back side, there's the light, and here is dark inside, as it should be in a violin making workshop. And we see us when I go to another violin maker, Vladimir Kubanzi, and then in the, come si chiama il suo negozio? La Casa del Violino.
Casa del Violino.
Yeah? And sometimes we have aperitivo, and at a certain time, Patrizio arrives, and then Vladimir says, Patrick! Okay, so this is how. Tell me a little bit, Patrizio, where are you born?
I'm born in Italy, Fidenza.
Fidenza?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Emilia-Romagna.
Emilia, so that's actually on the other side of the Po River, okay?
Yes.
Ah, so that's not so far. I didn't actually know. And then your mother is German?
German, yes.
Okay.
I'm from Saarbrücken.
Saarbrücken. And that's why you talk better German than English?
Yes, better German, yes.
So now we talk German. Okay, are you ready? No. That was just a joke. So you're half German, half Italian, but actually you lived all your life in Italy.
Yes.
Okay. So you didn't go to school in Germany or things like this?
When I was a boy, I live in Berlin, Germany. Berlin.
Berlin. Okay.
West Berlin.
For how many years?
10 years.
10 years. So that's why you talk better German than me, because I'm from Austria. I have a pretty strong accent, while he doesn't have any accent. He talks very clean, nice German. Okay, not like me. I talk very rough dialect. So now we have to look here what we can see here in the workshop, right? Because this is what people actually would love to see here. Ooh. Okay, so we have it now here dark, or yes, dark, because then it's easier to clean. So right now you're making the thicknesses.
Yes, the thickness.
Okay.
It's a one piece maple.
Mm-hmm.
It's a model from Giuseppe Ornati.
Okay.
Yes.
Ah, very nice. Very large, huh?
Yes,
No?
it's large. Yes, yes.
Ah, and so you make like a copy of Ornati, or
Yes,
you
it's a copy of Ornati. Yes.
yeah?
Mm.
Wow. But you don't have an instrument which is ready, no? They're
No,
all sold,
no,
huh?
no. Yes.
So,
Here's
okay.
the top.
Wow. And the purfling you make later?
Later, when I close the sound.
Uh-huh, the body, yes.
Body, yes.
Okay, that's interesting, huh? Who was your master in the violin making school?
The first year, Massimo Negroni, and the rest, Vincenzo Bisolotti.
So you made school same with me? No.
Yes, yes,
Yes?
I see you, yes.
Okay, because I was not anymore sure, because also I had in the first weeks Negroni, and then I had Riccardo Bergonzi. And then you were in the other class with Trabucchi?
No, Trabucchi,
No.
no. Trabucchi with
but
Daniele
Trabucchi-
Ciaccio.
But he had also Vincenzo Bisolotti, no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So you were like 4 years late after me? No. When did you start? When did you finish school?
I start
Oops.
85. Yes, I have 85 and I finish 89.
85, 89. Okay, but that's actually same than me, or maybe 1 year earlier. I'm a little bit here. No, maybe one. No, I also finished 89. So you were actually in the other class, but you know we were very small kids, and all the foreigners were in one class, and then the other ones were in the other one. So I don't remember actually exactly now you specifically. There were just a lot of young boys. Giordano, with the one with the motorcycle 50, which he was caught and stuff like that. He went to school with you?
No.
Okay, I thought that was... so I have to figure out that now. 89, 84, okay. Interesting. So, Ornati is something you like because you like the way how Ornati worked, or it just happened that you had the original, or how comes that you make the Ornati? Così, ti piace? Lo fai?
Yes, I like, and me l'hanno chiesto anche.
Okay.
Yeah.
They ask, they commission, okay.
Yes.
His copies like Ornati, but then you also make other violins are very convincing, so they're
I go from the Bologna school. With Fiorini, Giuseppe Fiorini. I have models from Giuseppe Fiorini. I have to make a violin of Poggi.
Okay, this is all this kind of violin making you like. And on the cello, what kind of model do you make?
Cello.
The last cello which I saw.
I've made Stradivari Piatti, Montagnana, but small Montagnana. This is the ribs.
Okay, very
yes,
narrow, but this is
small. It's not so big Montagnana.
71. So this is not the Sleeping Beauty. It's a little bit
No.
smaller. It's not very long, this one.
No, it's not very long.
But it's still
similar to Stradivari.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. Cute. 70-40. Okay. How long is it? You know that? 74 something?
75, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Wow.
And I have made Andrea Guarnieri. Cello, yes.
Andrea Guarnieri,
Sì.
which is this super large one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Andrea Guarnieri. Oh, there's somebody who is asking here. Hi, Edgar, Beta from... Hi, how are you doing? And then Isaiah from Minnesota, United States. And then Lawrence Lance. Good morning from Issaquah, Washington, a little town, in the foot of the Cascade Mountains, about 20 miles east from Seattle. Wow, we're here super international. So I hope you like this transmission and that you can learn something here. These are the pictures of a violin you made? Yes.
Yes.
So here you get a little bit the idea, because Patrizio makes instruments and he sells them right away. This is a very typical, I would say, work from him. It's very convincing. Once you get an instrument like this, a few years later, it's very difficult, I guess, for generations afterwards to understand if it's an original or a copy, because he makes it already slightly antiquing. I don't know if you can see that here. I'm a little bit shaking the hand because I'm so nervous, because I'm afraid that Patrizio doesn't like my transmission here. You know, and then he also participates at competitions sometimes, not always, but you got also some medals, I think so. Yes, Violino's second prize on the violin. I will turn around. I just don't want to turn too quick, otherwise they're getting fuzzy here. This one here in 2013, Andlai, the second prize, which is not bad here. Wow, and then here another one. First prize for viola, and here we had the second prize for violin. So actually instruments here are certain high quality, and I see so many pieces of wood here, nice ones, which are here seasoning. The first thing actually when I came in, I have to show you, just here somewhere here, a nice piece of wood here. I need to consider to visit Patrizio when I am searching nice wood here. No, here on top. Patrick, who is that? Vladimir Kubansi. Ciao, Vladimir. I want to visit you as well, you know. And then here you see all these pieces here. They're smiling already, waving to future customers. Like, pick me, you know, 2001 and all this. So really well seasoned. So this is interesting, okay. And here we have the tools. Here is a lot. Oh, you also make video? No, just pictures.
No, pictures. Yes.
Okay. And then here, I'm somehow getting jealous that just in that small, tiny space, he has everything, you know. So I guess this is like a little bit of library and book holding, varnishing. That's it. Zack. He doesn't have big plain collection as Marco Coppiardi, but I guess all these tools, everything will be used. While Marco was a collector last time we saw that, he liked to have all these nice things, collecting them, while Patrizio has just what he needs. This is his toolbox. This tiny picture is you? No.
No, it's my father.
Okay. Uh-huh. Wow. That's interesting. The tools here a little bit, I remember when I was in violin making school, we had more or less something like this, maybe even smaller, with the glass. And there was half was one class, which was the other class of the other class. And then you had your part, okay? So we had half of it into a cabin, yeah? But you could, through the glass, you could see the tools of the other one. So then there were all the tricks how to open that that furniture to get the tools from the other one. But don't tell that, huh? That's interesting. And so how, if somebody wants now an instrument from you, how do they contact you? They call you? Ti chiamano quando uno vuole un violino, come ti contattano loro adesso?
Sì, chiamano, messaggini, adesso tipo Messenger, anche WhatsApp, quello che si usa adesso. Email non più tanto.
Some people still write some emails, but mostly it's messages on Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp. And people order like this, and then he makes the instrument right for them. Yeah. Wow. And so how long is the waiting time to get a violin from you? Hai tanti ordini? Se uno ti ordina un violino, in autunno, ce lo fai?
Sì.
A few months, 4 months, 3 months.
Sì, dipende, sì.
Depends. Okay, interesting. Wow. Interesting. And that's it actually. This is this tiny small workshop, right? Now the audience is super curious to know what's upstairs. Posso andare a vedere?
C'è un po' di casino,
Sì?
c'è un po' di casino, sì.
Ah sì? No, non vuoi?
No, meglio di no.
Ah no, meglio di no. It's better we don't go upstairs because it's too much mess. Okay.
Next time.
Next time, okay.
Un altro aperitivo.
Oh, no, he needs some a drink or something. Otherwise, this is not possible to make here. Okay, I'm just here swapping around the camera because it's a little. It's quite a fatigue to transmit here, keeping it in the hand and like this here. And now I'm moving here a few things here like this. And then this is also, now I have to, you know, you wouldn't believe, but making a transmission like this is not easy, huh? So if it's dark, but it has a very particular atmosphere inside. But in the morning, sun comes in.
No, non viene mai, viene solo di lato.
Ah, ok, un pochettino.
Dentro proprio direttamente no.
Ah, ok, però è carino. Stupendo. E invece poi dopo abiti da qualche parte qua vicino o dall'altra parte?
Nella zona Po.
Ah, ok, zona Po, ok. Ti vedo sempre in bicicletta. Because I see him never, non hai neanche una macchina, o sì?
Sì, ce l'ho, però non la uso in città, non la uso.
Because I've never seen him driving by car or something, no, always with the bicycle, okay? Who is here? Tom Jones. Is it possible to show the tool you use to mark the purfling? Vancouver, Canada. Of course. Lui vuole vedere come tu segni il filetto. In Italian, a filettatore. Okay. Now here we have to swap around, and he is searching here. And then il filettatore. And then everything is here. Knife. Okay. And then here we go. And now let's see if we can show this here. I don't know if this is too much light or if this is good here. Così. Prima facciamo vedere veloce.
Ah, sì?
This tool is actually la camera è qua. This is from what is it?
Ottone.
Yeah, here in Cremona, or you find it at LAC, Liuteria Artistica Cremonese, or otherwise with Monica Morassi with liuteriashop.com or .it, I think, and they have it there. It's pretty cheap, but it's very difficult to adjust the knives and to sharpen them. And once they are done, then you just leave it like this, at least. Or do you change it? You'll have for violin and then you have for cello, or you always adjust?
Change, yes.
Ah, you change, okay. Okay. And then with this one, let us see. Then he's.
Adesso faccio solo qua dove c'è il capotasto per non.
Aspetta, devo girare la camera. I have to swap the camera here. Up. And then we can see it here better, like this. I don't know if you can see that. Ok, just a tiny piece. E tu fai la scuscia prima e poi dopo...
Sì.
Madonna, per me sarebbe proprio impossibile. I do it a little bit different, but it's interesting that everybody makes it a little bit his own style. So...
A volte anche per fare le coppie così... nelle coppie magari il filetto che viene leggermente fuori, no?
Okay.
Dà un effetto...
E quindi tu dopo che l'hai incolato non lo togli via del tutto? Ma...
No, del tutto no, dipende un po' anche dalla coppia.
Okay. So that's good when you make a copy, because then afterwards, when you have the purfling inside, it can
In rilievo.
is a little bit more outside than the rest of the surface around. So he makes the fluting now, cleans everything up and then makes the channel. Doesn't need to go that deep inside. And then when he, after gluing in the purfling, he can adjust the height of the purfling, referring to the surface around. Tom Jones, perfect, thank you. Tom Jones likes what Patrizio is doing here. This is the purfling. No, this one is not adjusted, but more or less. And then e poi usi anche la siringa o il pezzettino di legno?
Il pezzettino di legno uso io, sì.
E poi dopo non è che si sporca il legno intorno e poi fai delle macchie, no?
Ma dopo pulisco bene, un po' con un po' di acqua, leggermente pulisco bene e poi dopo un pochino pulisco anche dopo.
Ok. Because I was afraid that if you have already everything, the surface very close to where it is later on when you varnish, when you glue it in, that the glue around is penetrating more in the wood, and then it would make a different surface, especially for the first layers of varnish. But he says there's no problem. Ok. Interessante.
Tra l'altro anche Poggi e Fiorini facciamo così, sì.
Poggi and Fiorini made the purfling like this, so this is perfectly the right style of how to put the purfling inside. That's interesting. E come fai a sapere questo? Hai visto dei pezzi di lavorazione?
Sì, ho visto dei pezzi di lavorazione, sì, poi ho conosciuto. Mi sa che Fiorini ha cercato, perché Fiorini con suo padre faceva con la forma esterna. Poi lui era un po' alla ricerca, poi aveva comprato anche tutti i cimeli Fiorini. E lui ha cercato, diciamo, un po' ricostruire un metodo più classico, diciamo, usando la forma interna. E sì.
He had some. He knows that Fiorini made it that way, and that he used the French mold to make the ribs, or the outside mold, and not this one here, like we do it here in Cremona. Yeah, so that's why he makes it this way, and he likes it, apparently, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't do it. Hai capito? Interessante. If you have some other questions, we're here to answer them right away. Otherwise, I ask if Patrizio has a preferred tool. What do you think? Hai un attrezzo che ami particolarmente? Devo metterti a posto il tuo microfono, scusami, che mi è scivolato giù. Così. Se no, te la devo mettere qua. Aspetta un attimo. Scusami, ma non voglio che... Adesso lo ricevi proprio molto vicino. Ci avrai una voce... non so se è molto bello. Non mi piace. Lasciamolo così, dai.
Vediamo, dai,
così.
stiamo attenti.
I hope you can hear him well. Yes.
L'attrezzo che mi piace particolarmente, non ci ho mai pensato sinceramente.
No?
Mi servono tutti per fare il violino.
Ma era l'altra volta che ero da Marco Copiardi, con lui aveva le pialle tipo, ma non 3, così come anch'io, tutto quello che mi serve, certe cose magari anche di più, ma lui ne aveva una collezione di pialle, cioè diventavo geloso quando vedevo la sua collezione di pialle, e allora a quel punto ho detto, ma Marco, hai un attrezzo che ti piace particolarmente? E lui subito, questo! Adesso non mi ricordo, era anche una scorbia che è affilata dal dentro e fa delle cose con questo, così, ma mi è giusto venuto e mi sembrava una domanda interessante, perché chi ci segue è più nella liuteria e vuole capire a te quando fai uno strumento tutto uguale o...
Sì, non ci ho mai pensato cosa mi piace di più, diciamo che quando qualsiasi attrezzo magari che compri nuovo ti piace un po' perché è nuovo e quindi perché poi ti servono nel lavoro, no?
Però adesso così, quindi l'ultimo attrezzo qual è?
Cioè che non mi piace?
No, che ti piace!
Che mi piace? Ma forse anche le pialle, perché ad esempio Perché sono un po' magari come attrezzo un po' più complicate.
Just to make you understand what we were talking here, just ask him his favorite tool, but he doesn't have actually a favorite tool. It's more about the last tool he purchased he loves the most, or actually because it's a new entry and he likes it to work with it, and he's happy that he has it because it makes the process of making a little bit easier. And probably right now that we were talking about the plane collection of Marco Copiardi, he said maybe these planes here. Okay.
Yes.
This one, is the, what is it?
Veritas. Veritas, yes. And this is from Taiwan.
Yeah, from doesn't pass in my name now. Andrea, no. Questa qui è carina. Da Tossani? Ah, ok. Sì. Oh, it's nice.
Sì, forse anche le pialette perché diciamo, sono carine in ottone, vengono un po' dai gioiellini.
The violin makers arching planes because they're so cute and tiny, and it's nice to work with them. This one here has teeth. Okay. Yeah. Io vedo che tu hai tutti dei modelli diversi di quelli che ho io, ma pensa.
Questo qui è molto vecchio, degli anni quando andavo a scuola. Cioè,
Ma questi qua non era la ditta tedesca? Questi qui con questa
sì, li vendevano lì da Gott, quando c'era la Gott.
Sì.
Che assomigliano a quelli alla Gheva un po'.
This one is pretty old. Not as old as we are. When we made the violin making school, he got this one here. It's a tiny one, and I know it. It's with this how it's branded. I thought this is the German company. Questo qui è anche. Questo io non l'ho mai usato. Tu lo usi per la scuscia?
Questo molto, sì.
Ok.
Sì, lo uso molto.
This one is another. He uses a lot of very tiny ones. This one is super tiny here, just to give you an imagination how big this is. At the channel around to clean it up, I have it, but I don't use it that much. But it's interesting.
Anche
but
because everybody dall'inizio, perché quando c'era ancora Massimino lì, alla fine di
there was a tool shop and very close by to the violin making school. Vincenzo Massimino.
Sì.
That was the name. So we made like on Wednesday I made the Santo Massimino, and we went there and to buy some tools. Every Wednesday I went there.
Anche lì le mie Stanley l'avevo comprato lì, le piane Stanley.
His planes, his big Stanleys and things like this. And this one has been bought there. It's a very cute one, very shiny, so you can tell he's working on it. I don't know if you can see that. Very tiny, yeah, and shiny. E l'altro è giusto un medio.
Questo mi sa che è cinese.
Sì?
Sì, mi avevano portato degli amici dalla Cina.
Molto rotondo. Questo è dritto e questo è così rotondo. Ma pensa.
Sì.
È diventato così.
Sì, è diventato così.
No, because the plane is rather flat, while the actual cutting plane is very round, so it's interesting. So, but everybody is used to a different.
Poi forse sull'acero un po' meno superficie, più.
Perché io ce l'ho un po' questi qua per l'acero, poi dopo con i dentini e l'altro ne ho una così, una così, e poi così non devo cambiare la lama, le volazzano così in giro. E questo. E poi dopo invece la vernice invece è sempre vernice ad alcol o
io
ad olio?
Ad alcol, sì. Sì, ad alcol. Per adesso non ho mai provato ad olio.
Ok. Pensa, avrei pensato che tu vernici ad olio.
Me lo dicono tutti, siccome poi tutti mi pensano che sia d'olio, allora ho detto la tengo la mia.
Okay. He uses a spirit-based varnish, and I would have swear that he uses oil varnish because it's the texture and the thickness of his varnish is rather thick, yeah, and as you have seen also on the pictures over there, so that I would have said that it's for sure oil varnish, but since he very often hears that people think this, he said, okay, because of this belief of my customers, I just leave my varnish, because that means that it works very well. And indeed, it looks very convincing and very nice. It's a pity that I cannot show you here now a varnish again, but here I just show you again this picture here, just to show you what I'm talking about. Maybe you can see here that the varnish has a nice texture and is thick, so it gives a good impression of oil varnish, but it is spirit varnish. Wow! Hai visto che è già 30 minuti, dobbiamo spiegare, dobbiamo chiudere. We're talking here far too much. This was actually not the idea. So now actually we wanted to say goodbye with a glass in our hands, so we turn off the light e andiamo al bar a prendere un aperitivo, giusto?
Sì, va bene.
Ok. Ma paghi tu?
Va bene,
okay. I don't want to pay for my aperitivo. I make the transmission, he has to pay, ok? So we go...
Almeno filmiamo che pago io, poi dopo magari paghi.
No, ma non vogliamo mica annoiarli. So, I hope you enjoyed this short transmission here. I put it already down in the description, his address, and when you put his name, Patrizio Orippi, violin or violin maker, from Google immediately pops up my business page. There's the phone number. You can write a WhatsApp message. You can write a message on Messenger or WhatsApp Messenger, and then Instagram. He's pretty active. They told me, I didn't see it myself. Sorry, I was working today. And but you can get in touch with him, and then you can get further informations. Yeah, I hope you like this one. And we have to go out and go not to the main square, but in the other direction. There's the bar Aporti, right?
Sì, right.
Yes, and that's where we're going now. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Bye, bye. Ciao, 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 ciao.